Hello, this is Dr. Anthony Festmeyer, and in this lesson we're going to work to identify notes in the open position on the guitar, both in terms of fret position and music notation. The focus of this lesson will be on the natural notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and will not include the sharps or the flats. Let's start by identifying these notes using the fingerboard diagram, and then next we'll go ahead and take a look at them in music notation. Starting here with a low E string, we have the open E note. At the first fret, we'll have F. The second fret will be F sharp or G flat, so we'll skip over that, and then we'll add G. Moving on to the next string, we have open A, followed by second fret B and third fret C. Next we have the open D, followed by second fret E and third fret F. On the G string there'll just be two notes, open G and second fret A. Next we have open B with first fret C and third fret D. And then we have the high E string, which has the same letter names as the low E string. So we have open E, first fret F, and third fret G. Next, we'll take a look at these notes in music notation. Each string that's on the right-hand diagram will match up to a staff that's on the left. So the high E string will be written on this staff to the left. The B string will be written on this staff, etc. Since most of us learn to read music notation on the guitar, starting with the high E string, we'll go ahead and notate that string first and then work our way down to the lower strings. The high E string note is written in the fourth space in the treble clef. F is written on the top line. We're going to go ahead and skip this measure because I'm thinking of it as corresponding to this fret, the second fret. So we'll go ahead and write G above the staff in the space. Working our way down to the B string, we'll have the B on the middle line, the C on the third space. We'll go ahead and skip the next measure / fret, and then we'll have D on the fourth line. Moving on to the G string, we have the open G on the second line and the A at the second fret on the space just above that. Moving down to the D string, we have the open D just below the first line. At the second fret, we have E on the first line and F on the space just above that. Moving down to the A string, we'll take a slightly different approach to the notes because we're moving into ledger lines, which students often find to be a little bit tricky. We'll go ahead and start with the C note, which is one ledger line below the staff. We also call this notation middle C. The B note will be at the second fret, and it will be one line down and below the line. The open A string will be two ledger lines down. For the low E string, we'll continue to move down in ledger lines, so the A string was two lines down. The G note will be two lines down and below the line. The F note at the first fret will be three lines down, and the open E string will be three lines down and below the line. Here is how all of these notes are played on the guitar. So if I start here on the low E string, I have open E, first fret F, third fret G. The next string, open A, followed by second fret B, and then third fret C. Open D on the next string, second fret E, third fret F. On the next string, open G, followed by second fret A. I'm only going to play two notes on that string for now. Then on the B string, I have open B, first fret C, third fret D, followed by open E, first fret F, and third fret G.